Okay, we're back. And we're here to again show how to solve an equation with fractions with the additional purpose of doing it in an organized way. So we want to show how to solve a one-step equation. This time it's going to include fractions in an organized manner. And we're going to remind ourselves of one important rule that whatever we do mathematically to one side, we also are going to write on both sides of the equation. Okay, so let's say I need you guys. Thank you for your help. No longer need you. Here we have an equation. Negative 3/5 x equals 2 1/3. I'm going to first make all my fractions improper fractions so they don't have a mixed number. So I don't have to do anything to the left side. But to the right side of the equation here, I'm going to change this to an improper fraction, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So on the right side, I'm going to have 7/3. On the left side, I have negative 3/5 x. We should also be very clear that negative 3/5 x can also be written as negative 3x over 5. That is, this is the same thing as negative 3x over 5, but it is not negative 3 over 5x. So this is okay. This, not okay. Don't do that. What is happening to the variable? Well, I'm multiplying it by negative 3/5. I want to get x all by itself. I want to get 1x. And anytime you want to multiply a fraction and the answer be 1, you simply need to multiply by the reciprocal. So this is an important detail we're going to write on the side. Multiplying by the reciprocal. What's a reciprocal? That's just a fancy name for taking a fraction and turning it over. So if I have the fraction 2/3, the reciprocal of 2/3 is simply turning it over. So 3/2. I just swapped the top and the bottom. Now when I multiply reciprocals, 2 times 3 equals 6, 3 times 2 equals 6, it will always turn out to be 1. And that's a good thing, because aren't we after 1x? So the question is, what do we need to multiply negative 3/5 by in order to get 1? And the answer is negative, well, let me write this in red, negative 5/3. I'm going to multiply it by negative because I need a negative times negative is a positive, right? My rule says whatever I do on one side, I must also do on the other. So here I am. I'm showing that I'm multiplying both sides. I'll highlight here in my green. I'm doing my math operation to both sides of the equation. Okay, I think I've said that enough times. 5 times 3 is 15, and 3 times 5 is 15. But I can also see that the 3's will cancel, top and bottom, because my fractions are being multiplied, and my 5's are going to cancel. And I have a negative times a negative, and a negative times a negative is a positive. The only thing remains is the x. So there I go. Wasn't that nice? On the right side, I have 7/3 times negative 5/3. So 7 times 5 is 35. 3 times 3 is 9. Positive times a negative is a negative. So there is my solution. X equals negative 35/9. The question is that correct? Well, let's check it. If I come back over here, and I'm going to do this to the side here, let me check. Negative 3/5 multiplied by negative 35/9, does that equal 2 1/3? 2 1/3 is 7/3. We change that into an improper fraction again. Right? 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. On the right side, we have a negative times a negative is a positive. 3 times 35 is 105. And now my numbers are getting kind of large. I'm going to, instead of multiplying it out, I am going to factor. That is, I'm going to break apart the numbers and see if I can cancel anything. So I can't break apart 3 and 5, so that's going to stay as is. But 35 is the same thing as 5 times 7. And 9 is the same thing as 3 times 3. Now, I go back and I ask myself, sorry, my 3 here is kind of not very neat. Look, I have a 5 top and bottom. I can cancel those two out. And I have a 3 top and bottom. I can cancel those two out. A negative times a negative is a positive, and the only thing I have left, lo and behold, is this 7/3. So sure enough, my left side is the same thing as my right side. Because those two match, I know that my solution here is correct. So I'm done. Now, we could stop here if we want, but just to show you that multiplying by the reciprocal is the more efficient way to go, let's do it the long way so you can see that it works. Because maybe some of you are used to this kind of thinking, which is perfectly okay mathematically, but let's see how much space we take up. I'll do my first step as the same by changing this to an improper fraction of 7/3. Now, I know that I can always divide by what's in front of the variable, and that'll always have it turn out to be 1 as well. So what do I divide negative 3/5 by equal 1? Well, I divide it by negative 3/5. So if I divide this side by negative 3/5, I must also divide this side by negative 3/5. Because anything divided by itself, right, if I go like this, you can see that's all the same thing, is 1. And now I'm left with this fraction divided by a fraction, which isn't the end of the world, but it does require me to rewrite this as 7/3. Remember, dividing by fraction, easy as pie. Flip the divisor, it's 1 on the bottom, and multiply, times negative 5/3. When I do that, 7 times negative 5 is negative 35. 3 times 3 is 9. So I still get the same result, but I've used this much space compared to this much space. Well, remember the rule we talked about. Show work on both sides of an equation. Be even neater than I was, because even I could be neater. Have a nice day.